Hi guys, Coach Abby back at it again with another trainer tip. A little different look this week, but we are talking about hormones, and specifically, we're talking about estrogen. So, estrogen is primarily made in the ovaries for females, but it's also generated by fat cells in our adrenal gland for both females and males. Estrogen is the driving factor in development for the female secondary sex features such as breasts, hips, pubic hair, and armpit hair. And while most of the time we just think about estrogen with females, it is found in males as well. So you might be asking yourself, Abby, why are we talking about estrogen? Well, estrogen is a part of our overall hormonal profile. So, in general, males and females want to have a balanced hormonal profile. Proper ratio in both males and females for our sex hormones is really important for our overall emotional, mental, and physical health. Possible imbalances of estrogen could lead to estrogen dominance, estrogen deficiency, low testosterone, or high cortisol levels and fluctuating hormones throughout our body. So, overall, just remember that estrogen is crucial to our overall health. So, first, let's talk about females and estrogen. So, low estrogen in females can show in symptoms of an increase in UTIs or urinary tract infections, irregular or absent periods, mood swings, hot flashes, tenderness in the breasts, headaches or accentuation of pre existing migraines, depression, concentration issues, and fatigue. On the flip side, high estrogen levels in females can show with signs of mood swings, anxiety, depression, insomnia, weight gain and bloating, hair loss, fatigue, irregular menstrual cycles, decreased sex drive, and breast tenderness. Next, let's take a look at males and their estrogen levels. Signs of low estrogen within males could be fatigue or oversleeping, sleeping too much, erectile dysfunction or sexual dysfunction, water retention, bone loss, fat accumulation, and mood issues such as anxiety, depression, and irritability. On the other end of the spectrum, men with high estrogen might show symptoms of sexual dysfunction, formation of breast tissue, increased abdominal fat, feeling tired, loss of muscle mass, emotional disturbances like depression, and type 2 diabetes. So let's bring it back to boot camp. Now we're going to talk about estrogen and exercise. So, with exercise, we have to be careful, specifically with females who have extremely low body fat. If they continue to lose body fat, they may have difficulties producing adequate amounts of estrogen. This could lead to interruptions in their menstrual cycle, also known as amenorrhea, and they may also develop osteoporosis, which is the thinning of their bones, which can create fractures in the long run. On the other hand, females who are overweight with a higher percentage of body fat may be producing too much estrogen. So now we're going to talk about how we can balance those estrogen levels, or at least be aware of what balancing levels look like. The first thing you can do to improve your estrogen levels, or at least maintain them, is keep or improve a quality diet. You want to focus on quality foods, especially vegetables. You want to focus on high quality and clean protein sources, and you want to decrease your intake of sweets, refined flours, and processed foods. It's important to note that a lot of processed or packaged foods usually contain cheap oils, which is high in omega-6 fatty acids, which also promotes inflammation within our body. Another thing you can do is decrease your stress levels. Now, I know that that's easier said than done. However, increased levels of stress lead to overall inflammation within the body. So try getting more sleep, regularly exercising, and practice deep breathing or meditation techniques. Another thing we can do to improve or balance our estrogen levels is to maintain a healthy body weight. Specifically speaking, fat. So our fat tissue creates estrogen within the body. When you have more fat mass, you will have more estrogen circulating within your body. With that being said, it's important to remember, like mentioned before, too much fat mass means unbalanced levels of estrogen, which can also lead to negative results as well. That's it for our first installment of hormones. We'll see you next week with another trainer tip.